We're live.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, yes, we are. Okay.
It's 10 o'clock.
Monday, March 18th.
Monday, March 18th.
Happy Monday.
We'll give everybody a couple minutes to start join the conversation. If not, we'll go ahead and get started pretty soon.
All right. Oh, we got a few people.
Hello,
Cynthia.
Cynthia T. Rollo, hello.
Oh, my goodness. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Hopefully everybody's getting back into the groove of the work week. It's definitely...
As the volume on.
Volume
hearing ourselves talk.
That can be distracting. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll just give it one or...
three more seconds. See
what's going on. It is our first time doing this. We're excited, though, to be here.
Yeah, so we're here to answer all your questions. We did get a few questions submitted to us, so we're happy to answer those.
Yeah, mainly to talk about our internship and our graduate development program.
Team Rollo, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, Team Rollo in Boston, Massachusetts.
Excited. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
We're excited. It's definitely a new idea to kind of get on here to do kind of an informal Q&A.
Yeah.
Just more casual. First time doing this. Okay, you want to get started?
I think so.
Okay,
let's get the ball rolling.
I know we've been chatting for a couple of minutes, but I will introduce myself. My name is Allie. I'm an associate coordinator here at National Grid. My main focus of my job is to coordinate our intern program and work alongside Kelsey to build our Campus to Careers team.
Yes. I'm Kelsey Kennedy. I'm the other associate coordinator for the Campus to Careers team. I actually sit in our Waltham, Massachusetts office, but I'm here in the Brooklyn, New York office where we're live streaming to you live. And I help support our graduate development program here at National Grid.
Yeah, perfect. So I guess we'll start off with just kind of a broad overview. I'll do the intern program first, and then we'll talk about the graduate program. So kind of a main overview of our intern program quickly. I will say it's a relatively competitive program. Last year we got over 5,000 applicants for the program, which was kind of really impressive, a new kind of mark for us. They do our applications start in early fall, so that's when we kind of start our recruitment process where we will visit you at your college. Hopefully you see National Grid represented there. Then we kind of take your applications on a rolling basis, and I will say our internship postings are kind of a general postings. So you'll see on our careers website is where you can find the application, and you'll see something that will say, electrical engineering internship Buffalo. So it'll say kind of what electrical engineering opportunities are available in Buffalo, and then me and my colleague take the time to kind of link you to an opportunity that is available at National Grid that we think would be a good fit for you and both the company as well, so you get a lot of it out of your internship. It's definitely not an internship where you're just getting coffee and sitting there all day. It's definitely one where you're getting real life work and projects to work on, which is awesome, and which is why I love promoting the program so much. We do like the branded #grid turns.
Yes, we do love our grid turns. I was waiting for when you were going to roll out the grid turn.
Yes, we love our #grid turns. Last year, I believe we had 174, I want to say. We do have a capacity to hold 200, and we kind of aim for that every year. So as stated, the general postings go September through kind of early December. Then it's kind of up to the hiring manager to reach out for those interviews, and those will happen kind of on a rolling basis as well from like November to probably early February, and then usually we try to hit the mark with those offers being made mid to late February. Those start dates will start in the May or June timeframe. And luckily, our internships, not only will you be doing real life work in an office, but we have different opportunities throughout the summer, including volunteer opportunities, lunch and learn sessions, site visits, and your internship will end, sadly, kind of.
I know!
It does end. It will end kind of mid to late August with the possibility of extending to the fall, but that's kind of up to you and your hiring manager. But it is exciting, and again, the main reason I love promoting the internship program is that we kind of aim to build that pipeline to get you into the graduate development program, so I'll kind of hand it off to Kelsey to talk more about the graduate program.
Yes, and if you are a graduating grid trained, we do like to hire you into our graduate development program here at National Grid. So I have the great opportunity of working for our graduate development program, which we have been running since 2012, so it's a really great program within our company. So just to share a little bit more information about it. The Graduate Development Program, also referred to as GDP. We do love our acronyms here at National Grid. is our company's flagship pipeline program, where we target recent college graduates joining the company into entry-level full-time positions. So I know Allie just did a really great overview of the Grid Turn program. So the Grid Turns, unfortunately, if you are going back to school, they leave us in the summer, but for the graduate development program, these are full-time positions. So once you start within the program, you are a full-time employee. So I do like to just make that note. So with the graduate development program, our goal is to develop future leaders from within. So we really want to give you the great opportunities of exploring all the wide range of disciplines here at National Grid, give you really great exposure to our different jurisdictions and meeting different senior leaders and executives along the way. So we do have 3 components of the program, or formal components, I should say. The first being an 8-week orientation. So all graduates will start their careers off with that 8-week orientation. Once you complete orientation, we'll go into a little bit more details about our program later on. But once you finish the 8-week orientation, you will then go to your full-time position that you're hired for. So example, an engineer in the gas side of the business, an analyst in finance after the 8-week orientation. But throughout the first year with the company, we do have, we like to get you all back together for learning and development days. And then at the end of your first year with the company, we kick off a capstone project. So there's some really great work to be had in the program, some really great opportunities. That just makes my job more fun.
Now, I do have a quick question for you.
Yes.
Since you do mention the different jurisdictions.
Yes.
Just kind of throwing it out there, where are the different jurisdictions?
Yes, so we have jurisdictional territory in Massachusetts, where I'm from, and then we also have jurisdictional territory in Rhode Island, and then we have territory in upstate and downstate New York, 2 different areas.
Awesome. So you want to talk about application and recruitment now?
Yes. Well, I'll kick things back over to you about the internship program. So we do have a kind of a list of questions to walk through that we get asked a lot at career fairs and or through emails and different channels. So we thought we would kind of address those here. So if I'm someone who's applying to the internship program here at National Grid, when can I start applying? When can I start looking?
Yeah, of course. So typically we try to get those general postings out as soon as possible.
Okay.
So kind of early fall is when we begin our recruitment. So I want to say early September is when you can go online, hit those postings hard, like apply to all of them. Definitely we say apply to as many as you think would be a good fit for you. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to say.
So can I apply to 2 different locations?
Yes, you can apply to 2 different locations, which is great. And then I'm trying to think of what I wanted to say.
Yes, well, so after I apply, when can I look to hear back for an interview or anything?
Yeah, of course. So say you applied, that's what I want to say.
Yes.
Apply sooner the better, since it is on a rolling basis. So if we get your application in September, you could be interviewed 2 weeks later, just depending on the hiring manager's needs and things like that. So we say earlier the better, and definitely include a cover letter with your application as well, because we would love to see what you want to get out of your internship.
Yes, we do love a good cover letter here on the Grid.
That definitely helps in kind of linking you to the opportunities that we have available. So I want to say the latest you would hear is kind of early February, so it could be, but don't be afraid to reach out if you have any other questions in the meantime, but it is kind of on a rolling basis when you would hear back from us.
Okay. And would this be a phone interview, in-person interview?
Yeah, so it can vary, which is cool. So don't be afraid if you're at college and you're 6 hours away from home.
What if I'm studying abroad?
If you're studying abroad, don't worry.
Okay, good.
Not at all. Not at all. We give the hiring managers the flexibility of doing either a phone or Skype interview, which is great. If you are nearby, you can also come in for an in-person interview. It's kind of up to your schedule and the hiring manager's
It's so flexible. I love that.
Yes, it's definitely flexible, which I appreciate, because I know a lot of people, they're totally away from home and they have no access to getting back for an interview. But yeah, that's the flexibility. Do you have any other questions regarding that?
And you said we kick off in May or June?
In May or June, yeah. And we do have flexibility with start dates as well. So don't be afraid that you're all going to start on one day. We kind of work with your final schedule, and once your finals and classes are done for the spring semester, we'll start off, picking a date for you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, of course. So I guess I will go ahead and ask about the graduate
Sure.
program. When can I start applying for the graduate program?
Yeah, so similar to your timeline, we do start receiving applications, or our postings go live on our careers website from September through November. Similar to the internship program, we do encourage applicants to apply sooner rather than later, because then that can kind of kickstart into the next phase of the interview process.
Yeah, what's the next phase of the interview process?
Great question. So we do have 3 components to our interview process, because as I mentioned, this is a program for developing future leaders. We're definitely after the highest quality candidates out there. It's a highly competitive program. I think this past year we had over 3,000 applicants for 45 positions, so extremely competitive. So the first step in the interview process is we do have an online assessment. So I know people are like, what's an online assessment? Like, what are you assessing me on? But no, it's nothing to be scared of. We like to equate it to a mini SAT. So it just tests your numerical and verbal skills. And if you are successful with that part of the interview process, the next step would be to have a phone screen with a member of the campus to career team. So that would be either myself or Allie or our manager Valerie, and then our other colleague Rachel Blankenship. So this is a really great opportunity, the phone interview, which happens in the late fall time frame.
And how long would you say the phone interview?
It's around a half hour, and it's a really great opportunity, one, for us to make sure that you're a good fit for not only the position, but also for the program as well, because this is a leadership position, so we are looking for you to have those strong leadership, communication skills. But it's also a really great opportunity for you to ask questions about the role and the culture, because we want this to be a good fit for you as well.
Definitely.
So if you are successful in the online assessment and the GDP phone screen, the last step would be to come in for an in-person interview. So that will be, we are still working on the timeline for next year, so that will be between December and January. During the in-person interview, we do have you come in for a half day, so I know that can also be a little intimidating for candidates. I know. Don't be scared, it's good. We actually get some really great feedback from our interview days, but the in-person interview, it's 3 components. The first component is your standard 2-on-1 interview, so it'd be myself and Allie, just as an example, interviewing you. But that's a great opportunity for you to meet with the hiring manager, ask those job and specific questions, those technical questions that you might just want to get a better feel for. And then we also have a group component and a case study component, which is really great to see that group work and how you interact with the team in the moment.
Now, I know for seniors in college and things like that, it can be a little scary to go in for an interview and compete against somebody else that's applying to the same position you are. Is that the case here at National Grid?
No, so you are doing those group components with different people applying for different positions.
Okay, so. Okay, yeah. Don't want to go against somebody else. I want to work together. Awesome.
Great. So I know we talked a little bit about our application recruitment process and checking to see if we got any questions. Doesn't look like it at the moment, which is fine.
Feel free to leave them.
Feel free to ask us questions. We're here for you. But so we're going to talk a little bit more about our program details and just take a deeper dive into those. So we'll pass it back over to you for internship program. So a lot of people ask, what does my day 1 look like on the grid? What will I be doing? Who will I be seeing? So do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. So what I love about National Grid is your first day with us, you're not just going to be shoved in a corner somewhere saying figure it out yourself, things like that. That's definitely not the case here, which is definitely awesome. So we start with a day 1 orientation where you're in a group with other interns. It's not other full-time employees. You're getting to know your other gridterns all together, which is awesome. And then we kind of go into what your summer is going to look like with us, and all the important things like your time, what benefits are available to you as a intern, and what your summer is going to look like. So it's great.
Who leads those sessions?
The Campus Careers team. Yes. So it's definitely great to kind of have that day 1, settle into grid almost. So it's great to, meet your other interns, ask us questions, because we're definitely not scary. We're definitely approachable people. Yeah, if you're kind of worried about your next day, which is when you'll go into the office and things like that, meet your managers and kind of learn what you're going to be doing specifically this summer. So definitely day one, it's a lot of information thrown at you, but it's good information to have, I would say.
So after day one, what does a typical day of an internship look like? Or what does my internship look like the rest of the summer after day one?
Yeah, so it does vary on kind of what department you're going into and things like that. I will touch on too that we hire all different majors. So don't worry, like I was a business major in college. I never thought I would work for a utility company, but here I am. So we do hire all different majors, so definitely be on the lookout for those general postings, including your major. So kind of after your day one orientation, you will meet with your manager and learn what projects you will be taking on this summer, if you're working with other interns, if you're working with full-time employees. So it's like you're treated as a full-time employee at National Grid, which is great. You're not treated as an intern. You're not going and getting coffee.
Unless it's for yourself.
Yeah, unless it's for yourself. I know it's definitely necessary at times. But yeah, so then during the summer, me and my team kind of offer volunteer opportunities, site visits, and
learning development.
Lunch and learn session. My favorite one is the resume workshop. I think a lot of interns get a lot out of that. My favorite site visit is the Northport Power Plant, just because, you know, being a business major and kind of being in HR, I don't get to see a lot of like the electric or gas side. So definitely going out in the field definitely helps break up the day in the office and kind of gets you exposure to all of National Grid.
Yes, we do have a question about the internship program, so I'll read it to you. It's from Chrissy. Thank you, Chrissy. She's asking, will there be ways to contact our supervisors before the internship to get an idea of what we'll be doing this summer?
Oh, definitely, yeah. So I will say me and my colleague Rachel are definitely a main point of contact in the application and recruitment process. So you know, feel free to reach out to us to get you your hiring manager's information when you want to reach out to them. Yes. Yeah, don't worry, we got you.
We'll get you.
Yeah, because I know it's definitely something to look out for. You want to know what you're getting yourself into this summer and see if it lines up with your career goals that you want to kind of learn.
Absolutely. I was going to say, you answered what majors, and then do you have a favorite site visit that you've been to so far?
Yeah, I would definitely say the Northport Power Plant, just because of how...
Oh, yes.
I was a little scared because there are explosive materials in there. But, you know, at National Grid, safety is the main priority.
Yes.
So... Yeah,
thank you.
So, you know, we had the hard hat, the safety glasses and things like that. So I definitely wasn't that scared, but it was definitely something cool and to get out of the office and to go see. What about you? Do you have a favorite site visit at National Grid?
I love going to the Sustainability Hub in Worcester, Massachusetts, and seeing all the really great work and the renewable energies, and it's just a really cool place to be.
I definitely say it's probably my favorite thing we offer the interns is going to different site visits and seeing what else is out there, because I know how big National Grid is and how overwhelming it can be. So going out there and seeing...
Oh, the solar panel fields are really cool to check out.
Yeah,
I did that a couple summers ago.
But seeing, you know, what other departments are doing, what different opportunities are available at National Grid, it's definitely cool to go see, and like what other teams are up to and what they're doing.
Because I think one thing we haven't really captured is just how big National Grid is as a company. So I know we talked about our 3 jurisdictions, but we have over 15,000 employees. So we definitely want to get you as much as much exposure as possible, just to get an idea. We don't want you to be siloed just in your department and your location. So
yeah, you're out in the field, you're getting real world experience while kind of having that office life too. Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. So, Kelsey.
Yes.
I guess I will flip it back on you. You know, day one, coming in just fresh out of college.
Yes.
Fresh out of college graduation. You know, I'm scared, I'm nervous. What does day one graduate development program look like?
So day one, as I mentioned, every graduate's first day with the company is through the orientation. So we kick off that 8-week orientation. We have 45 graduates actually starting with us on June 3rd this year. So
that's the biggest one, right?
It's the biggest cohort. Yeah, I know. We're super excited for that. So we kick off in Millbury, Massachusetts, and day one is really focused on getting to know each other. It is a bigger cohort, so we want to, you know, do some team building, some teamwork, and then also just welcome them to National Grid, do an overview, and then throughout that first week is when we're really talking about the benefits. We're doing executive welcome, so we have a lot of executive speakers come throughout the 8-week orientation, which is really cool to see. And I love there's so many great discussions, so I love being a fly on the wall during those as well. And then throughout the 8-week orientation, it's really great. As I myself did not go to school for engineering, it was more of a business background. It's really cool for the graduates to get exposure to intro to gas, intro to electric, all the corporate functions at National Grid as well. And then the last couple of weeks of orientation, the graduates spend time traveling to those jurisdictional areas. So they spend time traveling to upstate New York, downstate New York, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. But by the end of it, it's 45 graduates. They really built a network with each other, all different majors, all different backgrounds. I think we have, they're from like 30 different schools too, so from all different backgrounds.
So we do take all schools.
Yes, all schools, all majors. It's just based on, so that's what's really cool about the graduate development program is that we hire based on the different jobs, the business demand, I should say.
Right. Okay.
Which is, so each year business demand is a little bit different, so each cohort is a little bit different, but we hire different engineers, so gas and electric, we hire different analyst positions, finance, HR, we have some fleet peeps, more analysts. I love our fleet peeps stuff.
I do see questions are coming in.
Yes.
So that was the main kind of focus for this kind of live Q&A, so why don't we see what people are asking.
So will volunteer opportunities be offered during the work week? If so, does the conflict with our responsibilities at the office?
Yes, so volunteer opportunities are offered during the work week. I don't think we really offer any on the weekends, so it is Monday through Friday, and it does vary by locations. And I'm really stretching for a goal of 2 volunteer opportunities per location to get you out of the office and things like that. So we always say too, your hiring manager is aware that we offer these opportunities and they are available to interns, and to work with them and to kind of let them go for the day, so they get that valuable experience to go again network with their other interns.
Yes, exactly, and give back to the communities that we serve.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, perfect. You're welcome, Chrissy. Thank you for the great questions, Chrissy. Keep them coming. Shazman Khan says, hi, I was wondering if at the end date of the internship is flexible, and I was wondering when will the process for CPT process begin for interns?
Okay, so to answer the second question, the CPT question, I know it is based on the school. I know your school handles that, not technically on the National Grid side. So I would definitely ask your school what the process is like. And then the flexibility for the end date of the internship, it is flexible. So we say, mid to late August, because that's when most people are going back to school and things like that. We do have the flexibility to possibly extend you, but again, that's kind of based on department needs and things like that, but it's typically mid to end of August, I would say.
I say definitely have some strong communication with your manager and then also with our team as well.
Yeah, honestly, just open communication goes a long way.
Yeah, and then what will be expected to wear our first day? This is a great question we got both for grads and interns.
I'll let you take this one. Yeah.
So I think definitely our offices are business casual for the most part. So I think what we're wearing, a lot of sweaters as well, but if you are out in the field, definitely dress for t-shirts, jeans for that as well. I will say for both interns and grads, the first day we do have executive speakers. So I think one word of advice that I think we received and then we like to also give is that you should dress for the day. So whether you're meeting different executives, just
just for the day, plan for the day, if you have an executive meeting, dress executive.
Yes.
Yeah, we always say
own the day. I like that.
Own the day. A nice power blazer goes a long way with those days. Yeah. My favorite day, I don't know about you, but it's Fridays because in the office, again, plan for the occasion, but we get to wear jeans on Fridays.
Yes, we do.
That's definitely my favorite day.
Okay. Good question. No, we do get that
awesome questions.
All right. I think we're caught up for questions at the moment. All right.
Okay, awesome.
So do you want to just talk a little bit more about our own experiences now at National Grid and see if a few more questions come in, and then we'll wrap up our first
live
Q&A.
Yeah, definitely. So Kelsey, I know we've known each other for almost a year now.
Yes.
What's your favorite part about National Grid?
Yes, so I know it's so cliche to say, but it's true. That's why I always say it. But it truly is the people. Like, I love coming to work every day, working with our team, working with people in the Waltham office, in talent acquisition and HR, and even just all of National Grid. It's so fun. Everyone, when I first started, I've been at the company for almost 2 years now. Wow, time really flies on the grid, but I think everyone here really wants to help you. They want to help you grow. They want to help you learn, and they'll take the time to teach you and pass on that knowledge, which I think has been a really great learning experience for me being at the Grid.
I think Chrissy asked another question.
Can you go more in depth with the graduate program? Yes, Chrissy, do you have any specific questions about the program? Love to
tackle it.
Yes. We'll see.
I guess while she's thinking,
why don't you say your favorite part?
So I can share that I graduated last May.
Okay.
So it was definitely scary coming out of college and not really sure where I wanted to go and things like that. But I'm so grateful for this opportunity that I got to join the Campus Careers team, and I love my job, I love my team, I love what I'm doing. However, there's just so many growth opportunities at National Grid, and that's what I love the most is that this is a company that you can grow in, not necessarily just stay stagnant. And definitely your managers want to see you grow. I know my manager, our manager, has quarterly development sessions with us and kind of feedback to see where you want to go, where can I grow, so you're not only growing personally but you're growing professionally as well.
Absolutely.
I also love the work-life balance.
Yes.
I know it's so hard coming out of college, just getting wrapped up into work and things like that, but I just love having that opportunity to also enjoy my personal life as well.
Yes, no, I think that was a hard transition for me. I was actually a college athlete in college, so the transition to coming to work full-time, but it's been really great. I've been keeping up with my work-life balance as well, getting involved with different groups at National Grid. We have employee resource groups here. It's great. I'm part of NewNet, so it's a really great way to meet new people in the company and kind of welcome them as well. I joined our gym, so I actually meet a lot of people during the workout classes as well, and then I'm a part of our HR engagement team too. Unsure of what exactly the GDP is. Well, I'm sure we can answer a little bit more about the graduate development program. So GDP is where we target recent college graduates joining the company. So for example, our 2019 cohort, we have 45 people starting on June 3rd this year. They're from a variety of different majors, different positions. So we have different engineering positions, different finance positions. We have an HR benefits person as well coming. So before you go to your full-time role, we have we have 3 components. So the first being the 8-week orientation. So this is kind of a training for you to learn more about National Grid and how National Grid works as a company before you go to your full-time position. So it's a really great way, as we were saying, that our company is 15,000 people, 3 jurisdictions, covers 3 states. So it's a really great way to get exposure, meet so many different people, build that network. So then when you go to your full-time position, you have this really great network, this really strong foundation of how National Grid works. And then throughout your first year, we have those development days where we continue to build your professional skills, those leadership skills. And then also the capstone project as well. So we have those different components. It's a competitive program. You get that additional training compared to the typical full-time hire. And one thing we like to say about our graduate development program is that we do track our graduates. So as I said, we've been doing this program since 2012. We do see that our graduates tend to stay longer within the company, and they also progress a little bit faster in those leadership positions. So we're really trying to build future leaders from within through the program.
I have a question. So I know once graduates start and things like that, they go into their full-time role, and then we kind of are still there for them for the first year with the company. But what about day-to-day? Do they have the mentor?
Oh, yes, we do have a GDP mentorship program that we kicked off this past year. So we've been running the program since 2012. We have over 100 alumni graduates throughout the company on our different locations. And one thing we received last year was that they would love to get more involved. It's also a professional opportunity for them as well. So we paired off an alumni GDP with a current GDP, and it's a great way for them to ask questions, get involved, build that network as well.
Okay. Chrissy, let us know if that answered your question.
I'm happy to answer any more. And then Shazman was asking, thank you, I was wondering if there was an earlier end date.
Yes.
For internships.
Yeah, so there is. We do have a couple already that have mentioned that they're, going on vacation at the end of July. So it is kind of handled on a case-by-case basis, and kind of with your hiring manager as well to see if they're okay with you leaving early. But again, we're usually pretty flexible as long as there is open communication.
Yes.
Yeah. I think, did Gabby have a question?
Oh, that's great to know. I'm looking forward to that once I graduate next year. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, awesome.
Feel free to come find me, email me once you start.
I think we had William join. Hello.
Oh, hello, William. Give him a wave, little shout out.
Is there any other questions?
No, I think we're all caught up.
Okay. Again, feel free to leave them. We're still watching them.
Yes. We've been live streaming. It's 10:29, so.
Oh, okay. So I guess we'll leave this last minute to say, do you guys have any last questions before we kind of wrap up?
I know, and any feedback too. This was our
any
first
feedback
one.
would be great, honestly.
I feel like we've been getting these questions.
Let us know if you want us to keep doing these.
Anything.
Yeah, I love these.
Okay, do you recruit more than one school? Do you recruit more from one school than another?
No, I don't think so. It's usually kind of open-ended, would you say?
So I help lead a lot of the career fair effort. So this past year we went to 36 different schools all throughout the Northeast, and then a couple kind of spread out through the country. And if you can't find us on your school or on your campus, we definitely post to your online job boards. So definitely check those out if you haven't already, and especially during the fall timeline that when we're putting our applications out there.
Yeah, even if for some reason we miss your school's online job board, just keep a note saying National Grid posts
National Grid US Careers. Yeah. That's where you can find all of our applications this fall. 36 different schools, Eric Rollo. We are busy, but it's really great. I think my favorite time of the year is the fall. I love going to the campus.
Yeah, it's definitely busy.
Yeah, definitely busy, but I think my favorite thing from the 2018 cohort, that was like my first kind of go around, was meeting students on campus,
meeting them in person,
seeing how they'd be a really great fit for National Grid and the roles. And I do remember those conversations, and then now there's 2 current graduates, and I just distinctly remember those conversations at career fairs. So come to your school's career fair.
Come see us, come ask questions, honestly.
Thank you. Oh, Shazam, we have another question. Was also wondering about the National Grid's approach to international students. Do GDP international students get sponsored later on? So unfortunately for GDP, we do not take international students. That is a program requirement. So I know it's a little bit unfortunate, but we do encourage our interns that are international students to still apply to other full-time opportunities within National Grid, and to let us know, because then we can let the other recruiters know and put in great words as well.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like it's handled on a case-by-case basis for full-time opportunities rather than the graduate program.
Been to the University of Buffalo. Oh, has National Grid been to the University of Buffalo career fairs? I know, I knew.
Yes. Okay, Chrissy, I graduated from the University of Buffalo. I can say we definitely go there. Yeah, Rachel was there in the fall. We didn't go in the spring, but typically we are there in the fall, so definitely be on the lookout for us. I actually might try to put in to be like, can I go? I love UB. Go Bulls. But yeah, we are at the University of Buffalo typically during the fall. We definitely recruit from there a lot.
Chrissy says go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
Go Bulls.
Horns up.
Great.
Awesome.
Well, thank you all for an engaging session. We were kind of afraid we weren't going to get any questions, so we really appreciate you tuning in. We're excited if you are going to be a current intern this summer. Can't wait to see you and meet you, and if you need anything in the meantime.
Yeah, feel free to reach out to us on this platform, and who knows, if this feedback went well, we could possibly do it again in the fall or kind of on an occasional basis. Yes. So thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Have a great Monday.
Bye. Go Grid.
Go Grid is right.